I would like to present the IBPO's endorsement for the next City of Atlanta Mayor, Mr. Kasim Reed.
For longtime Atlantans, today's announcement from the International Brotherhood of Police may sound familiar because this isn't the first time. Back in 2009, the union endorsed Kasim Reed over Mary Norwood in the runoff, and now it is backing him again. Hope Ford joining us live now to add a little context to this discussion. Hope, the union and Mr. Reed have an interesting history, right?
Yeah, Reed and the union weren't always in the best place, despite them endorsing him twice now. The union says they're looking for someone who isn't afraid to publicly support police. But one of Reed's opponents believes he'll only go back on his promises.
Help is on the way.
Mayoral candidate Kasim Reed is promising better training, more officers, and support for officers. Support, one of the reasons Lieutenant Kevin Knapp says the union endorsed him for a second time.
Someone who will lead, who will support APD and their officers publicly, restore due process to the police department, and allow the APD command staff to lead without fear of termination or demotion.
One of Reed's opponents, Felicia Moore, isn't sure every officer is on board.
The majority of the officers that I talk to are not in support of him, and they do remember what happened during his administration, and he made promises to them before that he did not keep.
In 2015, police and firefighters demanded then Mayor Reed to support pay raises for both departments. But Reed insisted the police and fire union would have to first drop a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the city over Reed's pension reform. This refusal led to this billboard, paid for in part by the police union. The very public jab read, Mayor Kasim Reed does not care about public safety. Reed addressed the old controversy on Thursday.
I understood their advocacy. I never got mad.
An endorsement from the union carries a lot of clout, according to political scientists.
If the police union is endorsing you, and certainly they have confidence in you, that means that you can work together and probably reduce crime rates in the city.
But an endorsement from the union doesn't guarantee a win, as witnessed in 2017 when the union backed Mary Norwood over current Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms.
And the union remained at odds with Bottoms' administration, particularly in the last year. Lieutenant Knapp brought up the lack of due process when firing officers, as well as the removal of Chief Erica Shields as examples. But the union remains steadfast in their belief that Reed is unwavering in his promises. Felicia Moore believes Reed's only making those promises to get the vote. Sheepa?
All right, the back and forth continues. Election Day, November 2nd. Thank you, Hope. And last night, Jeff Holliger and I hosted 6 Atlanta mayoral candidates in the 11 Alive studio to see their responses on the issues that matter most to you. Text the word debate to 404-885-7600.